Do Facebook ads still work in 2022? Yes, but no, not really. It's complicated. So let's get into it. Facebook ads are a crazy little beast. And let me be honest with you about this right now. I am not making Facebook ads a major part of my advertising plan going forward. I'm not doing this because they don't work. I'm not doing this because it's impossible to make money using Facebook ads now. I'm not even saying that I'm not going to use Facebook ads right now. But as someone who spent hundreds of millions of dollars with on Facebook ads for my clients, it's just not something I'm used to doing anymore. It's not something that I'm interested in really doing anymore. And it's really simple. And it's not even really necessarily all this iOS 14 stuff that everybody keeps talking about. Everybody's going crazy about that. And yeah, a lot of data was lost. It's just more it's less about attribution, it's less about me getting the data in, and it's more about a couple of major things that are ticking me off. Number one, the algorithm just clearly does not have enough data for you to be as successful as you once were. That's just what the case is now. It can't find the right people at the right time as much. It's all about creative. It's a big creative game, but you got to be willing to play that big creative game, and you have to have really good margins. So this is still a very good thing to do if you can find your audience. You have access to great creative. You can make great creative, and you have a product where you can afford to pay a decent amount of money to acquire um, a client. So if you're a it's a high ticket coaching program, or if it's a product with a really long lifetime value, or whatever it may be. But I would not be out there selling, $500,000 info products regularly on Facebook. Lead magnet, okay, that leads into that. Okay, that's fine. But I would be going to probably experimenting with YouTube ads for that kind of stuff. The other big thing for me is CPMs. I've been doing a lot of tests on that. And if you don't know what a CPM is, it's cost per thousand impressions. So essentially, it's how much money it's costing you to reach 1,000 people. So the standards throughout my career have been in the B2C world. CPMs have been somewhere in the realm of $6, something like that, 6, $7, something like that. Sometimes less, sometimes like 4 or 5. Or like 10, it could be like 10, but that was still okay. And in B2B, it was around 30, 35. That's sort of what we expected to get on CPMs. And of course, that means that the cost of advertising is 3 times as high as business to consumer in B2B. But we've got higher ticket products a lot of the time. We still made it worth it. And I'm not saying you cannot get those CPMs now, because it's extremely dependent on your account and your creative and your history and all these types of things. But I will just say, in my testing, I have seen I had a very, very difficult time getting CPMs below ridiculous numbers like 60s and $70 in B2B, targeting online entrepreneurs. And a lot of people are targeting online entrepreneurs right now, or generally targeting C-suite type people or whatever it is. It is extremely hard in B2B. And I think a lot of people are probably feeling a little bit lost when it comes to B2B right now, because YouTube can be quite expensive to get into as well. And it really depends on the way that you're marketing. And I think that what this means is that you need to change your entire strategy, have lower lift offers where you can have lower CPAs and lower overall costs of advertising that are fueling the overall fire of the entire infrastructure and marketing network that you've built with your offers. So I think the one funnel and done thing is going to be pretty much done soon. If you want to do it, you better have a ton of liquid cash sitting around, and I wouldn't do it on Facebook. Here's the way that I'm approaching advertising going forward. I look at it like a campfire. So with a campfire, you have, and in fact, I have a little bit of, I have a PNG here. Let's see if I can bring this up. So I'll turn this on. And this is how I'm looking at it now. Okay. The new model. So omnipresence, YouTube channel, community, with ads being the kindling for the fire underneath. So I believe that an organic YouTube channel is the biggest opportunity right now in on the internet. I really do. I think that it's difficult. It's very hard to grow. It's challenging. It can take time, but there are also ways to pour some rocket fuel on it. And I think that it is the biggest opportunity. And I think one of the reasons that it's the biggest opportunity is not just because that's where, people are going to be searching for you and for what you do, and they can find you organically that way, and they obviously build rapport with you because it's video. Like, let's be honest here, the whole internet is going to be video soon. I mean, I mean, honestly, that's where we're going. That's what I was listening to a podcast with a guy that I really I was it was Jason Portnoy, my friend Jason Portnoy's podcast, and he had Justin Brook on, and Justin Brook is like one of the top advertisers, ever, right? And so Justin was talking about, and he said exactly that. I think Jason asked him, "What do you see as the future of this industry?" And Justin said, "The next stage is that basically the whole internet is video." I'm probably paraphrasing a little bit too much there, but he essentially said that. He said, everything is going to be moved to video. Everything will be video and consumable in video, and that'll be the main format. So you're going to have to think that way too. So you might as well be ahead of the game. So YouTube channel, and then omnipresence. And this is something that I've rejected for a while. This is the Gary Vee style of things, and everybody thinks that they can't do it. But that's why the YouTube channel is so important, because the YouTube channel gives you the base organically to fuel your entire marketing funnel. Because what it does is it gives you all this video content that can be cut up, repurposed, sliced, and used in different ways to feed the other social channels. So start with YouTube and feed the other social channels. So this is something that you've probably seen me doing a lot lately online, is that I will be cutting up all this stuff. And I'm going to make another video soon about how I stopped believing in social media, organic social media, for a really, really long time and refused to sort of do anything with it because I didn't see any ROI on it. And now have essentially, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back on it. I'm back on it. I just think that it's once again like an incredible opportunity. And I have very specific reasons for that, and they're fueled by Campfire. I have some other things to point out as well, a book that I've been reading recently. So subscribe to the channel if you want to get more of that content here on YouTube or wherever it is you're watching me when I do that, because that's going to be a great video. Okay, so let's go back to this here. Omnipresence, we're everywhere, and then we build a community off of that so that we can own the data. So this is like, a lot of this is not new news, but being able to put these very specific things in a cog together, that's a different story. As cogs together in the same machine, that's a different story. So community is Facebook group, Discord, Slack, Circle, and or email list. I think you should always have an email list. So then it's like, what else are you building on top of that? That's the new model. And you see ads. See, this is the old model, if this will come up. Ads, money. There we go. The new model is ads are just that little kindling at the bottom of the campfire. They're just like helping it go, like little tiny bits of customer acquisition that we're doing to help fuel the other marketing channels, fuel the YouTube channel, fuel the omnipresence that we're doing on LinkedIn and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok, and all of those types of things, and obviously fueling our email list and building community there, because it's all about relationships. And I plan to use Facebook ads in this way. And I'm not expecting great CPMs, but I'm going to try to get great CPLs, right? And so if I can acquire customers relatively inexpensively there, I'm going to be trying TikTok ads as well. I'm going to be trying YouTube ads. I'm going to be doing all of these things. And of course, I've seen this work and tested this as well. But I'm always testing new platforms to see where I can get the best results. If you have your ads down there as kindling on the fire to help bring those people in at a lower cost, because it's a lower lift offer, like you're not immediately trying to get them to book a call, watch a really long, arduous video, whatever it might be. It needs to be a very simple, frictionless pickup, and then it can fuel everything else. You build your community. And yes, I understand that when you're running a lot of this stuff at the bottom or at the top of the funnel, you're going to get a lot of people in this community, the YouTube channel omnipresence that may not be buyers all the time. Okay. I completely understand that argument. Again, subscribe to the channel and I'll show you why I believe in social media again. But let me just say, because I've got a video coming up on that, but let me just say that why are you going again? Stop it. Subscribe, subscribe. We're all good. We're all good. Graphic. Okay. No, okay, whatever. Okay. So anyway, I think that the best thing that you can do is say, hey, listen, if I have a high ticket product or service, I don't need 10 out of 10 of each set of 10 people to be potential buyers. I only need one probably. And really I might only need 1 out of 20 or 1 out of 30. And then also what you're doing there is creating potential virality because all these people that might not buy from you might be connectors, and those connectors might be early adopter types, and they might tell somebody that could be a potential buyer. So all of this is going to be on my rant coming up early next week on my channel here, where I'm going to talk all about why I believe in social media again, in a way to make money and how to do that. But I'm telling you right now, I do Facebook ads still work? Yes. Will I be using them? Not much. Do I think other people should be using them? Not much. In my opinion, you're better off paying higher costs on YouTube or similar costs on YouTube for a more intent-based audience rather than doing the interruption marketing of Facebook. Of course, TikTok ads is a whole other thing.